Actually, we're going to start in a couple of minutes. Counting down now.
This isn't the news. This is the news. What is the news? Where is the news? Is it here in the Plough and Harrow? On the streets of Leytonstone? In the sun and the rain? Why is the news? the news. My name is Richard Tyrone Jones, and this is the story of everyone and no one in the whole world. These are the little stories that blow down the wires, taken on the hoof, in the heat of the blast, in the heart of the beast, on the edge of sanity. These are the fragments of war, the jigsaw pieces of destruction, the debris of violence. But also, because news is a mixed package of information that is developed through a historical process rather than from one big idea, in come the other bits and pieces served up to us on a daily basis. The showbiz. What has Lindsay Lohan been up to this week? The crime, the royals, the fashion parades, the science developments, the space adventures, and the genetic anomalies. What has the two-faced kitten been up to this week? And the odd animal pairings. That pig bringing up a litter of baby tigers. These are the wires that arrive from everywhere, all of the time, and which are pumped into the big news machines around the globe, churned over by researchers, journalists, sub-editors, editors, producers, presenters, and which arrive through our televisual boxes and PCs as broadcast television, through BBC, ITN, RAI, CCTV, Sky, TV Monde, Al Jazeera, ERTU, Al Manara, ERI, ETV, Libya TV, TV de Montagne, TF1, M6 Al Samara, Al-Masar, Channel 1, Network 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, NBC, ABC 1, 2, 3, and you get the pictures. This evening, I will be your anchorman. Tonight, I will bring you visions of horror and joy, the banal and the terrible. My reporter in the field is John Biggins. Hello there, John.
Hello, Richard.
Can you tell me something about where you are?
Richard, I can hardly see. I'm somewhere in Indonesia, North Sumatra, but I can hardly make out anything because of this incredible haze. The palm trees have been burning as deforestation makes way for the palm plantations where there's going to be palm oil manufactured. And as well as eating away at the rainforest, it's creating an enormous plume of pollution all over the land.
That's terrible news, John. Apart from drinking less palm oil, is anything being done about this?
Well, it is getting worse, and nothing seems to be done to slow down this man-made attack on our natural resources. And what the government seem most outraged by is how the pollution is affecting the developed world, with the haze drifting over to Singapore. Here's our musical correspondent Jude Cowan to tell us the latest developments on the story.
We did this secretly. We had no other choice but to burn in secret, to plant more. The trees are burning secretly. The forests are burning secretly. The forests are burning into a haze, into a hazy, 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 hazy. Spreading to the cities in the dry season. Spreading to the cities in the dry season.
John, can you hear me?
Loud and clear, Richard.
Where are you now, John?
I'm in Maharashtra, Western India. Oops, nearly fell then, Richard. It's not easy to walk round here. The buildings are crumbling all around me. They're in a perilous state of disrepair. And it's difficult to fix up the buildings to an acceptable standard because the tenants refuse to vacate to allow the repair work to be carried out.
Thank you, John. And in the studio now we have a professor, an expert on historical buildings. So, Professor, can you open a skylight on how this situation has come about?
Thank you for asking me, Richard. Yes, I think I can shed some light on this particular situation. It's very particular to Plough. Plough had many large, huge, in fact, palaces belonging to so many rich chiefs. But when the English regime began here in about 1818, these princes left Plough and gave their palaces and their buildings of, say, 80 to 100 rooms each, just to tenants. And now we're living with the historical legacy of this situation, Richard.
I can tell you, Richard, some of these buildings are in such a bad state that the civic administration need to act now to protect the lives of the inhabitants.
Clothes hanging from a balcony.
Ancient buildings. In a row. Crumbling any moment! An old clock ticking on the wall. Clothes hanging from a balcony. Richard, here in the York University laboratories, a small team of scientists have been looking closely at a group of tiny marine pests that have been wreaking havoc for seafarers all over the world. Here in the lab, I'm meeting with the professors who have been learning from the sea termites how to make biofuel more simply and efficiently. Here's our science correspondent to tell us exactly how.
We have unlocked the secrets of the gribble. We have found the secrets of the gribble's digestive system. Chopping of simple sugars from long polymers. Converting wood into sugars. Wood into sugars. Wood into sugars. Wood into sugars. The enzyme from the gribble. Industrial fungal. Laundry detergents, biofuel, resilient, unique enzyme. The woodlouse of the sea. The woodlouse of the sea. Woodlouse of the sea. The woodlouse of the sea. The woodlouse of the sea. Converting wood into sugar. Wood into sugar. Long polymers into sugars. Simple sugars. Learning from the gribble. People learning from the gribble.
Well, they might be the answer to the fuel crisis, but I wouldn't want to try one of those guys in a seafood restaurant. Now, John, you've always been a high flyer, but I believe recently you've gone stratospheric.
Hello, Richard. Can you hear me?
Yep, loud and clear, John. Are you receiving me?
I don't know if you can hear me, Richard.
Loud and clear, John. Roger.
Oh, Roger, here I am, floating in a tin can far above the world.
Excellent. Are you about to attempt re-entry?
I'm entering the capsule now. I'm looking forward to having the land under my feet and to be back home. It's everyone's dream to fly in space, but I just want this 15-day stay on low Earth orbit to be over now, so I can get out of this capsule and see you all.
How are you feeling, John?
I'm very excited.
How are you feeling, John?
I don't know.
How are you feeling?
Really good?
doctor's going into the capsule. The doctor's going into the capsule now. The astronauts are coming out of the re-entry capsule, landing, landing, landing. Landing, landing, waving, landing, landing. Thank you all for your support and concern. It's really good to be back home. Landing, landing, landing. This is my second time conducting a manned spaceship mission. It's really good to be back home. Landing, landing. Really good to be back home.
John, can you hear me? Where are you, John? How are you feeling?
Not so good. I seem to have landed in a war zone, Richard. Hezbollah fighters coming under fire in the east. The military are redoubling their efforts with a special emphasis on cutting off rebel supply routes.
Is there no chance of a political solution?
No sign, Richard. The humanitarian disaster is swamping all of us. Sometimes it's the one side and sometimes it's the other side.
Stalemate?
Offensive.
Conflict.
More than 100,000 lives, Richard.
And where are you now?
2 miles from the border of Lebanon.
And what can you see?
Weapons, fear,
What can you hear?
the sound of choking.
Right. We're going to seal off this area. All journalists must leave the area. Come on. It's dangerous to have you here right now. Your TV cars aren't going to protect you. This is the front line. You're going to have to move right back, right back. Everybody move right back to where we can protect you. Come on, let's move.
That was the news. Was that the news? Who was the news? Where was the news? Were we the news? I've been Richard Tyrone Jones. Good night.
Was I sent